Hello, hello, hello. Hope all is well. This is Ken from the Rug Detective Show. Let's get straight to it with another one. Anyway, just coming to you. Hope all is well, no matter where you are in this world. Coming to you, going to give you a very, very quick update in terms of the last 24, 48 hours has been absolutely insane. Just been incredibly busy. Really cooking things up in the lab as we always do, looking for the next gem. But also we were working extremely hard. We have an auditing division that basically works on helping projects comb through their smart contracts, farming contracts, whatever they have, to make sure they're fully ready and prepared to list on whether it's Binance, whether it's Uniswap, it doesn't matter. We're here to be able to help. So it's just been incredible helping. So I just wanted to give you a quick update, heads up in terms of two projects that we've been really focusing on over the last few days. That has been Gambit. Gambit Protocol essentially is a company that I spoke about actually to my Patreon group quite a long time ago. Mentioned it was a hidden gem, said it's a huge opportunity. This is a company that the dev was at XVIX, so that's done phenomenal well. That basically done like 100x, and ultimately just said, listen, this is the next specific project that they're coming out with. So the pre-sale price was $4.50 and it tested, I think, $18 or something. And now it's trading around $11. This is a long-term hold. You know, I really believe that this is, personally, it's not financial advice. This is like an organic move. They will be coming out with, in April, they're coming out with the beta launch of their product. So really looking forward to that. So really it's kind of like a long-term hold in terms of what they're trying to achieve. Looking to compete with MakerDAOs of the world, Synthetics of the world. Just a phenomenal use case in terms of interest generating stable coins. So we keep a lookout for that. And that's basically where we are with that. And it's trading on PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap at the moment. They're really going to come out with more announcements in terms of marketing and really pushing hard to really broaden the awareness and what they're really trying to achieve. So that's fantastic. And then number two, we had over the last few days, there was with BSC Starter. We literally are their official partners, auditors. So we audited their own contracts, and we'll also be auditing the projects they actually onboard in terms of their contracts. So if I scroll back to be able to see, they actually had a breakdown in terms of, we uploaded a PDF document here. So basically this was the launch day. It just showed in terms of the summary of the actual audit. You can be able to click on a link to find out more regarding the report. So let's actually do that quickly, just to basically just show you the tentacles and what really happens in terms of when you're building a project or business. There's so many things that you need to go through. So obviously we help. RD Auditors is our other division that focuses purely on auditing smart contracts. So this is essentially the documentation that we went through with BSC. So initially there was an issue, but they resolved it and we gave them effectively the all clear to be able to move forward and get listed. They got listed on PancakeSwap. They had the official list on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap on the same day. Price at let's go to BSC Starter. Price, the seed price was like $1. They had a public sell at $1.50 if I recall, and the listing price was $1.75. So it's basically currently trading at $33.91, and it has a market cap around 7.4 million. They've actually also onboarded their first, if I recall, the first IDO, which is GoSwap. And so they basically just announced that, which is very interesting, GoSwap, because a lot of people find it very challenging in terms of once you've entered a trade, which trading platform to use. Like you can't use DEX tools at the moment. Astro tools, Chartex, there are issues. Maybe you need to subscribe and be paying a monthly fee to have access. So GoSwap has really revolutionized that aspect of charting aspects to really show that, which is extremely interesting. So they actually will be onboarded with BSC Starter. So they're not messing about in terms of what they're really trying to reach and where the long-term direction of the team. the dev has been doxed. I actually doxed the dev, so full transparency there. And essentially, I think personally, there's long-term growth if they continue to iterate and really follow it along the roadmap. I think they have a big opportunity of doing something really, really well in this space. So we really need to keep eyes out here. But the reason I also wanted to say is I'm really fulfilled sometimes when, initially we started the Rug Detectives really to identify and look for scams and really minimize the risk for investors and traders in the form of the Rug Detective checklist, which is a free checklist, by the way. Free checklist. Don't forget, you can be able to download that. Go into my description, go into Twitter. You can get this for free, and then you can be able to follow this process before you decide to enter any specific trade. We do have an advanced VIP option, which will give you stuff like trading opportunities that we talk about, prior notice, rankings and top projects, risk management calls, other things that we're working on, projects of the month. We also have a private VIP Telegram group that we're communicating about what's happening in the space. So really kind of like hidden gems and stuff like that we're really working on. We also have a team of actually 3 researchers now that are working around the clock with myself to look for these early projects. We're not talking about projects that's listed or projects that's going through a pre-sale. We're talking about projects even that they're just having an idea. We're going so far back to have an idea, and we're there to help as like a strategic investor community to really provide as much value as possible from our marketing perspective, content, capital, to all the way to private sale to pre-sale. So this is what we're trying to achieve, long-term direction. So ultimately, this is the whole structure of where we are with that. So the reason why I was just telling you that is I really built this initially to really help. And when I get responses, because obviously when you have these projects, a lot of them are oversubscribed, whether it's private sale, pre-sale, seed, doesn't matter. There's this huge amount of demand. Why? Because we know what's happening in the ecosystem. When you take a look at Bitcoin, which is hitting all-time highs, and Ethereum is going through the roof, and all these phenomenal networks and protocols, off-chain, side-chain, there's just phenomenal ideas and ingenious ways to be able to create. And essentially, I believe, and I said this in the previous episode, I believe we're never gonna see the huge amount of creation of wealth that we will see right now in my generation. I'm never going to see this again. This is happening right now. And I say to everyone, take advantage. So when I get these responses from people from my group that said, listen, this is Joel. He basically sent me this yesterday or this morning, actually 10th of March, early this morning, a few hours ago, basically said, thanks for introducing BSC Starter, was a big success. I actually spoke to him. He actually got in during the seed at $1. And the price now is, what is it, $33. So, it's just phenomenal in terms of returns if you identify these projects. And these are from Walt Finance, which is doing incredibly well. Huge opportunity, phenomenal dev, phenomenal team, to DDS, to Ethic, to, the list, to Gambit. The list goes on and on and on. We keep looking to find the best. And at the same time, adding our auditing team to make sure that the contracts, everything is safe and secure. This is extremely important. Why? Because people are putting their money on the line. So that's all I wanted to say. Is just, it makes me feel good that I know that I'm providing value and people are taking this information. I wanted to make sure that we didn't just have like a signals. This is not a signals group. I'm not providing information on YouTube, on Patreon, or on Twitter to provide signals. No, I'm explaining to people that utilize this information in terms of this free checklist. Take away this information, go ahead, start looking for these projects, and then start following it. And when you look for this, put in the details, all this information like partnerships, team dev tokens, what's happening, smart contract, if there's any vulnerabilities, are they audited, and if they are, who buy. I have to actually put our name there now, so we can be competing against the Certics of the world. So these are details. And then repository is the code in GitHub, risk management. Then you give your views of summary, advantages, disadvantages, results. So this is helping you. I want you to take this information and use this, because I promise you, if you take this is education that you will not get by spending $100,000 in university for 5 years. This happens by trial and error, by taking action, by taking steps. No one's going to do it. All I can do is provide you, push you in the right direction, but it's down to you to implement. And hence the reason why we're building such a strong, vibrant, engaged community. Why? Because we all have the same long-term aspirations, is to feed our familia. So that's it. But anyway, just wanted to reach out to you, just give you a heads up. I'm truly thrilled. I'm excited. We're moving into, mid-March. The next 2 to 3 quarters is going to be phenomenal for us in what we have planned. Get ready, guys. So anyway, just wanted to let you know, lots of love, and I'll be back to you soon. Bye-bye.